League of Wildness, Wildman Dan here, coming at you with Vietnam Factory Report, Day 4. Things continue to be well and wild. Each day I'm here, it's like we're getting more and more into the minutia, into the small details, and I've noticed there's kind of this arc to product development where it gets better, it gets better, it gets better, it gets better, and then you kind of hit this asymptote or this high point, and then you haven't realized you've actually made it the best. And then you keep doing things and you start to come down the other side. So I was starting to tip down that downward slope. Just you ask the question. Basically how it works is you're getting a prototype, you're getting a sample, you're comparing it to the previous one. And then you also start to do this, well, what if we did this? What if we did this? What if we did this? And there's always that, I think it's just like a normal human tendency. There's always this tendency to kind of want to do more or add more. But you have to be disciplined to just stop and recognize less is more oftentimes. So I had to, and I guess to be more specific, like I'm looking at samples that we've already made. And I'm just kind of like free associating, thinking out loud, asking questions, playing things out, and we'd kind of like mock something up and then like try something else, and then our conclusion that we all came to was it doesn't need anything else. It's right where it needs to be. And the focus today we nailed. I wish I had it on film. So kind of my main contact here, we're up in the sample room. She puts on the pack. We actually, so we took a bunch of they're like sample booklets, so pretty heavy. We stuffed, this is the small, medium size specifically. So we have this is the most recent sample, most recent prototype of the small, medium size. We stuff it full of like these sample packets, so it's pretty heavy. She puts it on, and the look, I wish I had on film, the look on her face of like, I don't feel the weight. It was incredible. It's like the face doesn't lie. So I'm stoked. I mean, I think we nailed it. I think we nailed the sizing, and she's a pretty small woman. So I think, our small, medium size will basically fit like a pretty small, petite person, man or woman, up to, it feels pretty good on me. I'm about, on a good day, I'm 5'8", so I'm like just under 5'8". I'm about 155, something like that. So I'm not the biggest person. The small mediums, like I'm probably kind of like the max size, and then the large size, I'm like the smallest. So I kind of bleed over. I'm right. Unfortunately, I'm like a schmedium. I'm always right in the middle. So yeah, but I think the small, medium size we nailed. And it's basically what I'm so psyched about is we kind of combined that hunting pack style with the more rigid frame and how it carries with the shelf with a trail running pack, which I don't know anyone that's done that before, but I'm freaking stoked. We added a little bit more curvature to the frame, so it essentially hugs your thoracic spine. And it locks right in. It doesn't pull you back. It feels awesome. It's strange. It's like you don't really feel the weight on top of your shoulder as much as you feel it. It's like hugging your body. It's hard to describe, but it feels awesome. And that's actually what we worked on as well. Was we worked on just widening the shoulder straps a little bit, and it'll be better to show than tell. But essentially, what we did was there's a trim on each side. Well, I can show you actually. What am I talking about? So on each side of the pack, there's this trim, but it doesn't really have any padding. It's more just to seal and finish the edge. So what we're going to do, actually, I'll have to get another sample, but we extended the padded part, so now it's this full width, and then we slightly brought in, how would I describe this? How it'll work now is the padding will be the full width, and then there'll be this piece of fabric coming down the middle, but this trim will be essentially moved to that. So it's going to look awesome and it's going to feel freaking amazing. And again, it'll probably be better to show than tell, but it's just it was one of those things where I kept looking at it and like, I know we can improve this. It feels good. Like the thickness of the foam's great, all that, but I wanted more surface area so it would just feel better on the shoulders. So that's an improvement we'll be making. That'll be a future sample. And then it fits awesome. Like Jamie, who tried it on, she's a smaller, petite person. The width of the yoke of the shoulder straps fit her great. And I should have filmed it. Just the look on her face was like, the face doesn't lie. So it fit her great and also fit me quite well. So I just have a little more meat kind of in this area, but it still felt great. And same thing with the large XL size. Like, it fits me. I think I'm gonna need to experiment with it a little bit more, and we'll help you guys decide which size will be best for you. We'll be able to give you like basically a sizing chart, so you can measure your torso length and kind of see what you prefer. It'll also be your kind of chest circumference as well, but ultimately it'll kind of, if you're in that middle, that gray area, which is going to be probably like 5'6", 5'7" to maybe like 5'9" or 5'8", if you're kind of in that gray area, it's going to depend on the type of fit do you want. Do you want a little snugger fit? Do you want it to ride a little higher on your back? And again, we'll have guides for that. So either way, it's going to work. And then if you're a little bit farther out from either side, if you're a little bit on the more smaller side, a little bit on the taller, bigger side, that'll be an easy choice for you guys. But in summary, we nailed the straps. We nailed the frame. It hugs your back. It feels awesome. And it rides much higher. So the weight's going to be in that perfect middle of your upper back. It's very balanced. It's got that trail running pack feel with the carry capacity of like a hunting pack. So it's wild. And on that note, I need to rack out. So what's tomorrow? Friday. So 2 more days. So it's really just going to be, again, we're getting into this granular stage of where you almost need to stop even trying to do anything, because you just need to let it be the awesomeness that it is. So on that note, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for the support. We've still got a lot of days left in the campaign, so please consider sharing the Wild Gym Ruck Backpack with friends, family members, someone that you think might be interested in rucking. So stoked to keep you guys updated, and I'll be back in the States here soon. Much love. Ruck on.